Dear parents, helpers or facilitators, this is the parent training or facilitator training aspect of the first video I posted. So this is the video that I did in the forest. So just to explain to you a few of the techniques I use, I won't get technical with the terms or anything, but this just allows you to use the techniques across all settings and all activities at home, which means therapy isn't just half an hour in an isolated space somewhere through the day. Therapy can happen all the time. It can happen during bath time, during lunchtime, during playtime. Every single interaction can be therapeutic. And what I want to do today is just introduce 2 quick and easy techniques that can help you. So the first technique was the absurdity, or it's called the extremist technique. So that's where in the video I used toilet paper and an orange, and I asked which one can I eat. Now this might seem silly, it'll definitely seem silly to us, it might seem silly for some of the children, but the reasoning behind that is to use 2 extremes that are so extreme that the child is almost forced to make the correct decision, so to make the correct choice. And to build the confidence in that, in making a choice, saying I definitely know this is right and this is wrong. And then also to start eliciting the reasoning behind it. So yes, this is definitely right, but why? Or yes, this is wrong, but why? Why can't we eat toilet paper? If the orange goes in the kitchen, where should the toilet paper then go? In the bathroom. Why can't we eat it? Because it goes in the bathroom. So that's a concept that we start. And I know you might be thinking right now, why on earth would I actually want to teach my child how to argue with me, especially when we're locked in a house together? But this just helps. Reasoning skills will help them academically, socially. It just gives them so much more to do with the language skills they already have. It actually puts it into practice. So that's the one thing, is using extremes. So it's very easy to do this, and it can be done in a fun way. So always, whenever you give them an option, try and think of something that you can add with that option. So am I going to use this or this? And the wrong one, you can make fun. Make fun, use yourself, use your body, use your voice, overact it, dramatize it, play with it. And the children will definitely learn through that. The second technique that I use is what we call the 3 parts of language. So that's where I use the blue water bottle and the red peanut butter cap, those 2. So when we talk, we've got the language input, which is what we get from the child, and the output, which is what we give them. With the giving, what we give them and what we accept from them, every single thing we talk about, every object, has to have 3 parts. A quality, a label, and a function. So if we use the water bottle, the quality was the blue cap, or blue. So this can be the size, the shape, the color, the texture, anything like that, something visual, something they can associate it with, so a quality. The second one is saying water bottle, or water. So that's the label, that's the definition term that we use. The third one is the function. So the water bottle that we drink from, the plate that we eat from. So that gives it a purpose. That actually makes it practical, it makes it functional. So the reason we do this is, imagine standing in the kitchen and the child asks for a round. That could be anything. A round plate, you're already a bit closer to what they could possibly want, but the round plate for eating a sandwich would then specify what you can give them. So if you are talking to your child and you're offering them something or you're showing them something, be sure to focus on these 3 parts. Did you add a color, a size, or a shape? So the big ball, the small ball, the red ball, the blue ball. So did you add a quality? Did you add the actual label? Did you say what it is? And then did you associate a function? That I can kick, that I can eat, that I can play with. So did you give whatever you're talking about a purpose? So that's when you're talking to the child. When the child is talking to you, are you prompting them for these three parts? So if they request a ball, are you saying, do you want the big ball or the small ball? Do you want the ball that you can throw or the ball that you can kick? Do you want the big ball that you can kick, or do you want the small ball that you can catch? So do you see that we just went from ball to adding that? You're just equipping them to do so much more with that language. So we call this the three part. And you can use cues to remind yourself, because it won't come naturally to do it this way. Because we're always rushed and always in a hurry, we are used to making the word smaller. So we just say ball to as quickly as possible get something done. But for our children that still needs the language stimulation, please take this into account and use it across your home and your living environment, and through every single interaction. Remember the three parts. And you as family members, if there's siblings involved, get a cue that if you're talking and someone forgets to do that, do this, and then they'll remember. And even if you add a function. And then for the children that are verbally a bit stronger, you can make it more complex. So the big red ball that I can catch, but that I can also throw. So then we start moving towards a reasoning level as well. So, those are the two techniques. It's the extremes or the absurdities that you can have fun with, make it silly, the children love that. And then the second one is the three-part language structures, that every single time we describe an object, we add those three things: the quality, the label, and the function. Thank you very much.